Good morning from Melbourne, Victoria. Today we're gonna do the front brakes. First thing, before you remove the caliper, break these ones, so it can be easy to be removed later. And now we remove the pins. Turn them around, push them backwards, and take them out. And then we remove the brake pads. For the Burgman 400, the brake pads at the front, they're not the same. They are the same, but there is a difference of which one goes left hand side, which one goes right hand side. The SFA228, according to EBC, goes on the left hand side, the one I'm doing now, while the SFA197 goes on the right hand side. So be mindful when you try to order brake pads. Unlike everything else, I like to give it a good clean before I put anything back in place. After we clean everything as best as we can, remember air dry, because we want to put some grease in here for the slides to slide normally. So remove all the water and the detergent. There was no lubricant in there. Good. We put that spring back there, sit in place. Always a good idea to put some copper grease in these surfaces so they can slide nice and easy. Not too much, just a little. I said it many times that this grease is not getting burnt, but if no more than 1040 degrees Celsius, so it withstands heat really well. Every other grease, it won't be a good idea. After we clean really well the guide pins or slide pins, whatever you want to call them, put some copper grease over here as well, so the brake pads can slide easily. Sometimes if they don't slide easy, one pad is more worn than the other, or one edge of the pad is more worn than the other. Wash the old shins, put some copper grease behind them, not much, spread across, mostly in the center, and then put the brake pad on. I'm not going to touch it now with dirty hands. Same for the other one. So we put the first one in, then we put the slider, which slider we have to align it with the brake pad. We have to fit in the brake pad in there, and we did. And then we bring the other brake pad, which we put right in there, and we push it downwards, and then it's the pins. Gone through the first, it's gone through the second, all the way in. The second one, it's much easier. It's almost in the center. First, we can see through that hole in there. We push it a bit downwards, and that's it, it's gone. Then it's always a good idea to screw a few threads so they won't come out. Then we push all the way in. We open up the brake pads, we spread them, and we keep them open to put that cap onto the disc brake. And it goes just like that. it's a good time to put the pins in there and tighten them, and tighten this on the correct torque specifications. And you are done. You do exactly the same for the next one. We're done with the next one. Since we're here, let's replace the brake fluid, because I have no idea what condition they are. There seems to be some dirt in there, so to replace them first, before we put fresh, let's remove the old one. Suck it up with this bottle, all the remnants, leave it empty, clean that, and put fresh fluid. And after we turn the steering wheel so we can have the front brake container on the highest point, which is pretty much flat, and after we take a clean container, we throw brake fluid in here. Slowly we apply a few brake presses so piston calipers are in position of braking, and once they are, we go down there and we start the bleeding. You let it do the job. Be mindful, however, to refill the can so it won't be empty, and then you have to do the job all over from the beginning. And once you see brand new fluid to come out of this, which it does, then it's time to close the bleeder, because that caliper had new fluid in it. And last thing to do, put the cap on. And that was it.